Hello to my Capricorns and happy 6/6, happy June 6th. Heart chakra, heart chakra. All right, that's what the focus is going to be. We're going to do a 5-card spread and maybe a few more cards that come out, but really it's just a 5-card spread. So happy Friday to each and every one of you all. Hopefully you all are having a great day. I know you are because you're setting intentions, right? You're setting those intentions. So 6 is a very powerful number all into itself. It's a very nurturing number, but it's all about healing, love, nurturing energy. It's about harmony and home. It's about responsibility and balance, healing from emotional wounds, creating balance in your relationships, prioritizing self-care and inner peace. It's also about manifesting a loving, supportive environment, right? So let's get into it, Capricorns. Let's go. So every decision I make, I consider my inner child, right? So everyone has an inner child. So make sure you're considering your inner child, which every decision that you make, everyone has one, right? So hopefully, again, you all are having a great day. I believe everyone's full moon prediction video is up over on the Patreon side. If you're not on this side, if you're on Patreon side, I appreciate you joining me here and over there. But like I said, this is a special video for 70, surrender, release a problem, right? So your angels encourage you to surrender a present worry that you have to them. Whether you are confused, feeling out of control, or simply at a loss for solutions, you can energetically release this issue to the divine. So put yourself into a full body stretch right now. As you inhale, focus on breathing and support from your angels. As you exhale, focus on releasing control. 4 and 7 is 11. Somebody needs to get off the fence and become enlightened about, rising above whatever and operating in the spiritual realm and operating in love, right? Yeah. Somebody could have felt some kind of way that number 0, somebody could have felt like a fool, from not operating in love, in the spirit of love, and just the power of love, operating in the spirit of agape love. And so Source is saying, surrender to love, surrender to agape love. We're talking about heart chakra, do a heart chakra cleanse, right? Operate in the spirit of agape love. Because that's really what it's all about. Like when you're around energies who's operating in the physical realm, they're always in competition mode, always in somebody not doing this and doing all of that. So it's to get away from those type of energies, um, and use your own mind. Whoever you are, use your own mind. Release that problem. Make a decision. Consider your own inner child. Get off the fence of indecision, right? The moon just moved from Libra into Scorpio. When it comes to relationships, that's what you're trying to make connections. The moon in Scorpio is about your money and also relationships with people, and your money would be self-worth, right? So when you're trying to make connections with energies and you're thinking about, and remember, Scorpio is ruled by a generational planet. You never know generations down the line who your kids are going to connect with, who your grandkids are going to connect with. And you're thinking about decisions you're making right now, impulsive decisions. Remember, Scorpio is also ruled by Mars. Mars can be a very impulsive zodiac sign. So if you're making decisions impulsively because of who you're connected with today, and your kids end up saying, okay, well, like grandkids be connected with, what was your family's last name? And somebody making decisions today. So it's saying choose love. Choose love. So that's how somebody's breaking some kind of generational cycle, chain, or curse. The rest of your family may not choose it, but you can choose love. Your friends may not choose it, but you can choose love. So number 6 is about healing, love, nurturing energy, harmony and home, responsibility and balance. 6, the double 6 energy amplifies themes healing from emotional or family wounds, creating balance in your relationships, prioritizing self-care and inner peace. It's also a number of manifesting a loving, supportive environment. Imagine hating somebody or people who are actually supporting. They don't know you from a can of paint. They just operate in the spirit of love. Source is saying, always bet on you. Always bet on you. You are who they prayed for. So don't look back. So the angel of prophecy and wisdom. So it's when somebody start using godly wisdom for real. Create the change that you want. Something about your energy had to come through and use wisdom. Like something, and I mentioned this in my readings about Capricorn before. Like y'all were the little wise kids, the little kids running around, repeating after your grandparents. If you grew up around your grandparents, like the little old kids running around, repeating after the elders in the family, right? Wise beyond your years. Somebody's ex was on some kind of an assignment. Something went right on out the window. Put yourselves first. So that could be an ex-friend, ex-colleague, but somebody was on assignment. Your gifts have increased. Your gifts, it could have been an ex-friend who was hating on the fact that you were operating in love, right? So somebody wants the best for you. So I say you keep on moving forward. You keep on moving forward. So somebody met their match because somebody came up against the God in you, like for real. Somebody came up against your ancestors, and your ancestors, they were sitting there, they watching on high. You had two ancestors. One was playing like on one side, you had two cardinal ancestors that operate in the spirit of love, but on the other side, and they were over there watching. They operate in the spirit of love on the other side, but in the physical realm, whoever's ancestors with this, they almost played. Like I'm laughing because one ancestor, when they were in the physical form, Capricorn, whoever the ancestor was, it would be like somebody, whoever they are, Capricorn, when they were alive, one of them would be like a hellraiser, and the other one was really nice. But one of them would let you have it, and the other one was really really nice. So if you had like if you had grandparents, one seemed like they was really nice, the other one they just how like sometimes like opposites attract. So one of them would just let you have it, the other one was just like really really kind, just really sweetheart. It could have been the man or the woman that was a real sweetheart, but the other one, whoever the other one was, they made up for it. So you didn't cross that one. So whoever that was, on the other side, they were over there watching over you, right? So they was like, no, just become enlightened about this, but trust your first mind. That's the wisdom that somebody picked up. So somebody met their match. As soon as you came back to your senses and remembered that you was raised around some older people, and that wisdom started to kick back in, you was like, oh heck no. Here we go, prepare for an increase in pay. So let go and let God. That's when somebody started to remember what love looks like, right? Like agape love looks like. Sometimes love can be tough. Sometimes love can be looking like both of it. It looks like both of them, right? So somebody was trying to box you in. Basically, basically somebody was trying to control how you love when you've seen it on both sides. So somebody has not been completely honest with you about something. So let's get to the 5 questions. But anyway, happy 6/6. But yeah, so this is a heart chakra activation day. So again, happy Friday. It's a time to open up emotionally, forgive, receive unconditional love. It's also an invitation to heal karmic or ancestral wounds in the family line. It's also aligned with divine feminine nurturing energy. And mother-child archetypes. So sometimes mother-child archetypes. So if your mom is no longer, here or whatever, whatever the situation is, it could be bruised or whatever the situation is. You can send love through prayer, meditation. That can be another way, or however you send the invitation. But it doesn't have to be by somebody else's rules. Please don't buy into other people's rules. Some relationships don't go by the textbook what everybody else is talking about. you know. But June 6th is all about deep emotional insights, doing the shadow work, psychic revelations, being passionate, intensity, especially in love or creativity. It's an opportunity to release control and trust your intuitive power. You all are very wise, very intuitive. Somebody's getting off the fence, and just becoming enlightened about something, right? So, A heart chakra meditation you can do is, to say to yourself, I am open to giving and receiving love. You can also journal about forgiveness for yourself and for others. You can also create a vision board. You can focus on harmony, love, and abundance. You can light a green or pink candle for healing and heart expansion. You can also pull tarot cards if you're a reader, focused on family, inner child healing, or love. Right. So those are just some of the things that you can do. Some of the things that you can do right around that. Yep. So first card for you all is okay, Eight of Cups. So what part of your heart is ready to heal? What part of your heart is ready to heal? Somebody is now in hindsight is really wishing that they had just surrendered to operating from a heart space. This is what somebody is just really wishing that they had just really listened to their heart and operated in divine masculine energy. Like somebody's heart, their head and heart were at war with each other about something. And like somebody really wishes they had just talked or said something or opened up their mouth, but somebody was just still in receiving mode from two energies and just wasn't like operating in the head, like in the heart space. And that's what, remember, the heart chakra is the gateway between the spiritual realm and the physical realm, right? And you all are in the physical, like you're dealing with, but remember also you deal with this, root chakra deals with the smell of things. So something may not have smelled right for you. Something could have like smelled like fishy, something like that is like, or smell like money for you. Something's like, okay, who knows? Something could have for you could have smelled like security. It could have smelled like prosperity for you. You're like, you know what? It just depends on what your weakness is, right? So in hindsight, somebody's kind of looking back and kind of somebody's like, okay, somebody wish they had just kind of sort of spoken up and said something. So the second but the first card really is really about, like I said, what part of your heart is ready to heal. And so that card really reveals a wound or emotional pattern that is surfacing now for release and restoration. And so somebody is now realizing that number 8 is like you were chained to something in hindsight. Somebody wished that they had just really just kind of sort of released the problem a long time ago in hindsight. Somebody wish they had just said, maybe you were somewhere. This person is like walking away from some kind of disillusionment, like leaving something behind. So usually with the Eight of Cups, it's like a person was like maybe on a vacation. They could have been on a beach somewhere. Somebody could have spoken up on a beach. Somebody wish they had said something or whatever. Um, um, could have released the problem, could have said something, could have, become enlightened or enlightened somebody, or could have said, either could have been enlightened or enlightened somebody about something. Here we have Queen of Pentacles energy here about something that was going on, right? So what truth must you face to fully grow? And so this card right here is really just kind of sort of about shines a light on something hidden, suppressed, or avoided that must be acknowledged. That is a Queen of Pentacles, possibly involved somebody who is very resourceful, fertile, practical, some kind of financial security involved. Like somebody could have, some kind of money or something was involved, and you were kind of sort of, maybe thinking about possibly going into business, or there's some kind of offer on the table. Somebody could have said something or spoken up or something about something, right? And it was a lot of money, some kind of a new venture somebody, was maybe courting or thinking about, going into. Because remember, 6-6 is about the moon being in Scorpio, and that's about money, and it's also about relationships, right? So now somebody is wishing that they had just released a problem. In hindsight, somebody wish they had spoken up and said something when they were somewhere, when they were on vacation somewhere, or as far as two situations are concerned. Something like looking back in hindsight is 2020. Somebody wish they had just said, gosh, I wish I had just listened, and my head and heart should not have been in war with each other. I'm just looking at the physical. I'm just looking at somebody could have just been looking at their financial situation and just going, dang, I wasn't doing so well. I thought I had it all figured out. What else, Spirit? Well, how can Capricorn stay in a divine flow and in feminine balance, right? So this is really about, guiding you towards nurturing softness, intuition, and harmony without losing your power, right? Without losing your power, right? Going within, going into hermit mode, so a light can turn on from within. But somebody needs to go into hermit mode and really like search for truth within. Like what really is the truth? Because you all are incredibly smart zodiac sign. You're very, very wise. Um, but because money speaks to self-worth. It really is about knowing your worth. And somebody could have been around energies that made you feel worthless. So if there were some energies from the very beginning that made you feel worthless, that's Chiron. Like really pulling your birth chart and just, okay, I need to work on my Chiron. That's a deep spiritual wound. And that you do need to know the time of birth and just realize, okay, maybe I need to release a problem. Some energies who have done more than enough to really wound my self-esteem to a point where I feel so worthless. I couldn't even see something until now I'm looking back, and I had to loop somebody else into something that caused a problem for, someone else that's even in hermit mode. So somebody's learning how to put themselves first. But like I said, some energies met their match. Some energies met their match. So again, you're preparing for an increase in pay. Um, because these are your ancestors. That's who that's who they came up against. They came up against your ancestors. This is why I don't want somebody to get in the physical realm. People in the physical realm can get real big headed and make it seem like it's them, like their physical power, and get a God complex. Make no mistake about it. This is somebody's ancestors. This is somebody's ancestors. This is not somebody who is in hermit mode. People can get big headed if they want to. These are somebody's ancestors on the other side. You're a prayer warrior. Somebody comes from a long line of prayer warriors. So this means friends have been praying for you. People who genuinely love you have been praying for you. Like people, your mind, your name comes up in people's mind, their spirits. Like people don't even know why they're praying for you. And that's the beauty of people. You may have worked for people you haven't, or worked with people you haven't talked to in years, and all of a sudden your name pop up in their spirit, or you have a good product or service, and somebody they put you on their mind, and they feel like, okay, something about you comes across. They want you to get they want you to get paid. They want you to get money, but you got such a good product. They mention your name on a platform. You never know who it is. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So it's like you got to surrender the problem with energies who have issues with people. That's how ancestors. I mean, that's how people interceding on your behalf work through other people. All they have to do is be on that particular frequency. Somebody mention your name. Yeah, you haven't even talked to people. Um, so last question here is, what blessing is entering your life through this portal? Which means this is the gift that you are receiving as a result of doing the inner work. Doing the inner work. Because once you release some energies, you won't be looking back. I'm telling you, you won't be looking back because your gifts have increased. Six of Pentacles. Money is coming across your path. Because the seed has already been planted. It was planted long before you were born. This is either somebody's grandparents or parents. I mean, parents, grandparents, great grandparents. We talk about on both sides of the family, but whoever you were raised around, like y'all see the little kids that be acting like their grandparents. For real, people laugh, but they soaking up all that wisdom of people who have been on Earth for a long time, and so somebody is no longer looking back. Somebody's like, forget all of that. You're not looking back. You're making connections with people. Um, your gifts have increased. You're pouring into yourself. Somebody's operating from a spirit of love. And that's what I have for you. So happy Friday. Happy 6/6. You don't even have time for hate. If people can't talk directly to people, as far as you're concerned, not your problem. The pause is the shift. So your past is now behind you. All you desire is right in front of you. Pause to reconnect with your power and follow the pull of your destiny. Miracles in the dark. In the darkest moments, it's easy to feel lost and alone. When you stay focused on the light, you'll receive blessings beyond your wildest dreams. Soul awakening. You are quite irresistible when your mind and heart pulse in the same rhythm. Why spend days fighting yourself? You have better things to do. Starlight. Don't slow down manifestation through hesitation or worry. Keep faith, keep the faith, and create light in the dark. The path of the stars is made by the same energy. Yeah, that's what I have for you all. We're going to pull 2 more oracle cards and we're going to be done with it. 2 more oracle cards and we're going to be done with it. Yeah, somebody needs to get into hermit mode and really start the process of flushing all of those, toxic energies out for real, because that's blocking somebody's money. Blocking somebody's money is blocking somebody's self-worth. Next thing you know, you've been in a secret competition or what this generation calls a beef with somebody, and you could be vegetarian. No, seriously. You could be in a war or a battle with somebody you never even met. You just like, wait a minute, I don't even know that person. And people will have you in some stuff that you won't even know about. It's time for you to clean your space. We wouldn't even know what people are talking about. Messing up because misery loves company. So you continuing to move forward. So some people want the best for you. I'm telling you how source is putting people on people's mind. Don't get messed up in other people's karma, their karmic cycle. You might need to get off the fence and operate in the spirit of love. I'm telling you, you got ancestors watching out for you, but you need to release other people's stuff. That had nothing to do with you. So let go and let God. Looking at your cards here, you're preparing for an increase in pay. You're ending something. Somebody's definitely doing a complete cleanup in their space. You're cleaning up your house, energetic cleaning. Somebody's opening up their windows. Somebody is, I don't know. I mean, somebody could be like saying scriptures or something, as you're cleaning up around your home. But in hindsight, somebody's kind of looking back and they're just going, wow. You are, you're just like kind of tapping in, like you're really, really just kind of sort of tapping into like making those connections, with people, and just recognizing who really genuinely just wants the best, like for you, and who doesn't want the best for you. So that's what I have for you. All right, fine.